comic book fans, and welcome to another special edition of Cammy's Comic Corner, the Indie Comics episode, Volume 5, Staying Alive. I'm your host, as always, Cammy. Now, we're gonna do things a little bit differently this episode. Instead of usually, I review 3 picks, it's gonna be 2 series, the first 3 issues of each series. And I've got 2 great series for you, so let's get started with the first series. From Freestyle Comics, we have Hotshot. And Hotshot is created by Michael J. Watson, and it's written by Victor Dandridge. And Michael J. Watson also does the art for Hotshot. And basically, this takes place in Columbus, Ohio. Guess what? Not a superhero story taking place, not in New York or LA or in some big metropolitan city. No, it's out in Columbus, Ohio. And Hotshot is kind of one of the... He's in the superhero community, and there's not really much of a superhero community. So he's making his way up in the ranks. There's the main one is superhero is Vigilance, and she's kind of taking him under his wing, trying to make him a better hero. Well, his alter ego is Michael, and he's kind of having girl trouble. His girlfriend Carla's breaking up with him because she thinks he's cheating on her with another girl, when in fact, he's just trying to keep a secret identity. He doesn't want to tell her that, hey, by the way, see that superhero over there, Hotshot? Yeah, that's me. Well, the big baddie in this series is a baddie named Void, and he can kind of put mind control over people. He's a force to be reckoned with. He can fly, super strength, etc. So now it's Hotshot's mission to take this guy down before, the whole city gets destroyed. And so throughout the series, there's this epic battle going on between Void and Hotshot. They're just exchanging punches. And when we get into issue 2, we get these brilliant, brilliant colors by Ryan Carter. And they really help make both characters pop. The action is a lot more alive. It's just very pleasing to the eye. Watching, and just the suit designs. I like the logo for Hotshot as well. It's very cool stuff. In issue 3, after Void's been defeated, there's kind of girl trouble with Carla, because he rescues her as Hotshot, and he accidentally lets a medallion fall. She recognizes it as Michael's, and then she puts 2 and 2 together and says, "Hey, you're Hotshot." And so in issue 3, it was my least favorite of the 3 issues, but in issue 3, it was a lot of just drama between Carla getting mad that he never told her that he was Hotshot. Like, why can't you trust me? You trust all these other people, and it's just kind of gets to me a little bit. It's like, okay, honey, he's not gonna tell you that he's Hotshot. He can keep every secret imaginable from you or tell it to you, but dude, he's a superhero. He's not gonna just go around telling people, oh, by the way, I'm Hotshot. No, don't be so offended by that. He's only protecting himself. Girl, get with it. But issue 2 was by far my favorite. Just great fighting, great art. If you want more Hotshot, you can go over to freestylecomics.blogspot.com, and from there you can buy the issues. Issue 1 is $4, and the next couple of issues have been $3. If you have any questions, concerns, want to buy some original art, you can go to freestylecomics.blogspot.com. Next up, from First Salvo Productions, we have Contract. And Contract is created by Garan Medeiros, and it's also written by him and Charles Schell, with art by quite a few people in these first couple of issues. We have Dave Ross, Sal Valeto, Kevin Sharp, Mark McKenna, and Ariel Padilla. And Contract, in a sense, if you want to get a good idea what it's about, think Cowboy Bebop. Did you like that anime? Then you're gonna love Contract. I was having such a fun time with this series. We follow 3 cyber mercs, which are basically mercenaries, on Helios star system. It doesn't take place in the Earth star system. It's Helios star system and the surrounding planets. We follow Jessie, who's the CEO of this mercenary group, Stellar Rangers. She's kind of a cowgirl, redhead, and she can kick your ass though, so you gotta be aware. Then she has Panzer, which is this kind of German killing machine / cyborg. He was born into war, and he's kind of the comic relief, but also the big badass cyborg guy. And then you have Sumi, and think of him as more of like a warrior monk. If you've read The Authority over at Wildstorm, he's kind of like a Tao type character, where he's really smart, really agile, and he's really deadly with his mind, and the energy he has from these crystals. So basically, it's kind of like a Cowboy Bebop scenario where, you know, they're down on their luck, they're looking for jobs. They just, out of the kindness of their heart, they'll take jobs, even if it doesn't cost all that much. The one that they pick up is a corporate kidnapping. This little girl is kidnapped, and the company pays the ransom, only the kidnappers were killed by the Neuroclaw gang, and they're kind of like organ harvesters. And so this little girl is in their hands now. It's up to Jessie and her crew to go find out where they are, rescue the girl. And along the way, we get so many cool terminology. We're introduced to all this great technology, these new characters like the Crutch Babies, which are like mechanized combat suits. Only they're plugged into fantasy virtual reality simulators. And so these people who are bred to be in these suits, all they know is online. Through the mech's visor, they see just a fantasy RPG, and they're a part of this world. If you're actually yourself and you're a bad guy, you could come off as a troll. So it's really cool because it's like World of Warcraft through your eyes, and you're actually playing in the game, and the language is translated as well. And so they have to hack into one of these guys to show that they're friendlies, they're allies, as they go and try to rescue the girl. Huge action happens, everyone's pretty much killing each other, and then they find the girl at the end, only her organs have been harvested. And so she's kind of like in a vegetative state with all this new tech into her. And so it's like, is she really alive? Is she really dead? Does she have a conscience at all? Does she have like a spirit? But they return the girl to the family, collect the reward, and the family, you know, they're happy. Their little girl's alive, just not the alive that we think of. But yes, spectacular series. If you want to know more about Contract, you can go to www.contractcomic.com, and also you can get the Comicology app on your iPhone, and it's 99 cents per issue. And if you download the Comicology app, you already automatically get like 30-40 free comics. So, great stuff. I had a tremendous fun with this series. And well, comic book fans, that does it this month for the Indie Comics episode. If you want me to review your independent comic, send me an email at cammyscomiccorner@gmail.com, send a PDF, or you can mail me physically the comic. Let's start talking, because it doesn't seem like I'm going to have another independent comic episode next month because I'm all out. Hey, you know, it's just how it goes. But however, if you want to see the past episodes of Indie Comics episodes, head on over to www.cammyscomiccorner.com. From there you can see that. You can subscribe to the RSS feed in iTunes. You can even check out my weekly reviews and Book of the Month reviews. Also, if you like any of the kick-ass t-shirts that you usually see me wearing on the show, Star Wars font? Hells yeah! Head on over to deadlinegraphics.net and send Kelly an email. He has a Yahoo group all set up now. You can see all the t-shirts he has to offer. Make your own custom-made t-shirts, etc. The deal going on for January and February is free shipping in the US and half off in all international orders. So, with a deal like that, how can you go wrong? Also, a big shout out to Rising Sun Creations at rsc-online.com. They are stocked fully in indie titles, mainstream titles, anime, US comics, and collectible toys imported straight from Japan. All conveniently located online at rsc-online.com, or if you're in the San Diego area, they're right next to the Mission Valley Mall. So go check them out today. Like I said before, this does it for the indie comic episode this week. Well, month. So check out what I have to talk about next month, if anything. So until then, this has been Cammy's Comic Corner. I've been your host, Cammy. Go out and read an indie comic today.